So today's not really a very fun topic to talk about. For some people, maybe you might think this is a fun topic. I don't. I think this is actually a very negative thing for the industry and for the people that are involved. Insomniac and Sony were hacked by a group by the name of recieved. I've seen it pronounced several ways, and they held the information for ransom for 50 Bitcoin or roughly around $2 million. And they basically said, hey, if you don't give us this money, we will release all of the data that we have. Insomniac called their bluff and said, no, we're not paying you. And plus, that's a good thing not to pay it because it leaves a bad precedent saying to other people like, hey, if we do it, we can get money. So it kind of leans to a bad precedent if you do pay. So it's good that they didn't. So I'm using a Kotaku article to read a lot of this information. As reported by Australian cybersecurity site Cyber Daily, recieved said that only 98% of the 1.67 terabytes of data it stole, which contains more than 1.3 million files, has been uploaded. The remaining documents were sold, but it's unclear who bought them. A spokesperson for the hacker groups told the publication that Insomniac Games and Sony were the specific target, claiming money was the only motive. And that's a lot of data to release. 1.67 terabytes of data, about 98% of it has been released, which includes a bunch of games and files and sadly files of employees, their personal information, license, IDs, addresses, all of this sensitive data of the employees. What people are probably excited to hear. For some reason, people get really excited to see leaked information about games, but in my opinion, I think that it's not great to look at leaked gameplay footage or anything earlier than what the developers want you to see, because it's almost never what you want to see. It's always so early in development that it looks clunky, janky, or it just looks like a mess, and then people get in their head that, oh, the game's gonna be garbage because this is what it looks like. But that leaked data could be really early in development, or it could just be a showcase. It could be a number of things that don't show you the game itself. We did, however, find out about the next decade of what Insomniac is planning on doing, and as well as seeing a ton of gameplay for Wolverine, which I did peek at it, and yes, it looks rough. And I genuinely think that that's probably old data and old gameplay footage, but who knows? I trust Insomniac to make a really good game, and I really don't think that the game's gonna be as janky as it looks in the gameplay. I mean, it looks pretty solid, not gonna lie, but you can tell that it's early gameplay. But we also have found out about Venom in 2025, Wolverine 2026, Spider-Man 3 2028, Ratchet & Clank 2029, and X-Men in 2030. And apparently there's several X-Men games in the works, but that's not the thing. These employees are the ones who actually suffer. They are the ones who pay the price. These are the people that are working really hard on these games, you know, doing their best to make the best thing possible. And then you have people with these hacking groups taking all of this information. Not only are they leaking this project that they're working hard on, you also have these employees who now have their data released to the internet for profit. That's horrible, and it's sad. It sucks. This is what they said, end quote, yes, we knew who we were attacking, end quote. A recieved spokesperson told Cyber Daily, quote, we knew the developers making games like this would be an easy target. We were able to get the domain administrator within 20 to 25 minutes of hacking the network. Sony has launched an investigation, but it would be better in the backyard, end quote. Now here's the thing, Sony has been getting hacked a lot over the years. They have a huge track record of being hacked. I remember back in the day, there was a whole month where their internet services were down because of a hack. There's been several hacks since that have affected them, their players, all kinds of things like that. Sony really needs to buckle up and button down their security. But this time, it's not just Sony, it's Insomniac. It just sucks, man. It sucks to see that people see these people and their data and their information as a profitable source of income. And they don't care because they know that gamers will take any morsel of information on their favorite games. And people know that. So they try their best to leak as much as they can to suck on as much views, clout, and engagement as possible because they know gamers are feisty people. They want all the information that they can possibly get. It's just malicious. It's selfish. It's disappointing. Little leaks here and there about like, oh, this game might be releasing at this time. I have this source that's telling me that this game might release around this time and this game might have these mechanics. That's all well and good, but you know, me personally, I don't want to see footage from a game until the developers want me to see that footage from the game. I want to see it the way they want us to see it. I want to get excited because they want us to see it. I want to see their marketing. I want to see what they want us to see when they want us to see it. I'm so sorry to all the Insomniac employees affected by this. This doesn't help anybody. It doesn't benefit anybody other than the people that are hacking Insomniac. I just wanted to touch on this real quick. Yeah, it's cool to know we got all these cool games coming, but it's a really bummer that the employees had to suffer because of it. Anyway, guys, peace out. Have a good one.